Hello, I am Mahaba Speaks, and today I wanted to talk with you on the subject casting away your confidence. In Hebrews, the 10th chapter and the 35th verse, it says, "Do not cast away your confidence, for it is of great reward. You are in need of assurance, so that after you have done the will of God, that you will receive the promise." Far too often, I hear individuals state that they have low self esteem or they lack confidence in themselves. And I believe that when a person lacks confidence in themselves, that they're actually in a mental state of uncertainty and distrust in their own abilities. Sometimes I will hear an individual say, "I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not talented enough," and the list can go on and on. But one thing that you hear in each of those statements is a word, and that word is not, NOT. But is it really the NOT that's stopping that person from having confidence? I don't think so. I think that if you put a K in front of the word not, it becomes not, KNOT. And I think it is the knots that are actually preventing the person from having the confidence that they want and so desire. Now, you think about a knot. If you've got knots in your hair and you're trying to comb through it, it's going to be difficult to get the comb through because the knots are going to stop it. You can try and try, but it's going to hurt until you get that knot out. If you have a knot in your shoelaces and you're trying to lace your shoes, it's going to be difficult because the knot is going to be blocking some things. It's the same thing with the rope. When you've got a knot in the rope, it's not straight, and so it's difficult because you got to get past the knot. And I think that's what happens when a person begins to lose confidence in themselves. I think the knots are stopping them. Now let's look at some examples of knots in a person's life that holds them back from the confidence that they really desire to have. One of those knots could be doubt. They're doubting their ability. Another could be fear. They are afraid to move forward. It could be stress. It could be anxiety. And it could be uncertainty. All of these are knots that prevent a person from moving forward with confidence in themselves. So, how do you change that? What do you do? I think that you start with Romans 12:2, which is the transforming and the renewing of your mind and thoughts. You see, if you've been thinking negatively for so long, you feel like it's the natural thing to do. But with the transforming and the renewing of your mind and thoughts, you change that negative thought process to a positive one. Instead of "I can't," you replace it with "I can." Instead of "I won't," it becomes "I will." And instead of "I'm not able to," "I am able to." The scripture tells us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and of sound mind. And for me, that sound mind means that you are in control. It's about self-control. You have control of your thoughts. You've probably lost it because you've tossed away your confidence. But you decide today that I will no longer toss away my confidence because God has told me that if I believe that I can receive it, then I can. You have the ability to do those things that seem impossible if you believe it. Belief and faith go hand in hand. So you have to believe and you got to have faith that you can and you will. You are more than a conqueror. The scriptures also tells us that God has already declared that I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. It starts with you believing. It starts with the transforming and the renewing of your mind. Have confidence. Have faith. You have the ability. The power lies within you. That is my message to you today. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If so, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.